Hi there, welcome back to Work It Daily. My name's JT, and this is the YouTube channel that helps you turn frustration into career success. So today I'm going to be talking about how to answer any behavioral interview question that you get. We get a lot of questions from viewers, especially lately around interviews. I guess that's a good thing, probably means you're getting interviews. And what we want to do today is talk about this very particular type of question that hiring managers are asking these days that can really throw you a curveball. But before I get started with that, I just want to remind you, if you haven't already, to hit the subscribe button and especially check that little bell. And that way you're going to get our fresh new career content each and every week as soon as it's posted. All right, so let's get started by talking about what a behavioral question is. It's a very special type of question. It's one that requires more than a one-word answer. So it's the type of question where you're not going to respond just yes or no. You're actually going to have to get into a whole long conversation in order to deliver the answer. It's the kind of open-ended question you'd get with something like, tell me about a time when, or explain to me when you had to do this or that. And you're going to see these questions all the time because it helps the hiring manager get inside your head and understand how you tackle certain problems, how you approach them. Remember, an employer wants to make sure that you're the right fit for the job. It's not just that you have the experience, but it's also that you have the aptitude and the know-how to apply that experience so that you could do the job the way that you need to do it for them to feel comfortable in hiring you. So that all has to come out in your answer, and that's why they focus in on behavioral questions to do that. So now that you understand what a behavioral interview question is and why it's so important to answer it thoroughly and correctly, I'm going to give you a methodology you can use to answer each and every one effectively. It's called the Experience, Learn, and Grow model, and it's a system that we've designed that allows you to come up with an answer that's going to give the employer exactly what they need to hear. So let me explain what the Experience, Learn, and Grow model means. Step one is for you to outline an experience that you've had that explains that you can do what they're asking you to do. Next, you're going to talk about what you learned from that experience, how it made you smarter and better in your job. And then finally, you're going to talk about how you grew as a professional so that you can take that experience and use it to your advantage going forward. When you answer questions using the Experience, Learn, and Grow model, you're mentally taking the hiring manager through the process they need to go through to come to the conclusion that you can do the job. Now, before I move on and give you an example of how to use the Experience, Learn, and Grow methodology, I want to remind you that it's also important that you ask good questions in an interview as well in order to make a great impression. So we've got a great video on that I think you should check out. It's a must-see for anyone that's in the interview stage. It's called 8 Smart Questions You Should Be Asking Hiring Managers in Interviews. And I promise you that it's a total game changer. All right, let's move on and give you an actual example. Okay, so a typical behavioral question that you might get asked in your next interview is, tell me your greatest accomplishment on the job. Now again, if we are going to use the Experience, Learn, and Grow model here, we have to share enough information for them to fully understand that we are capable of doing the job. So let me give you an example. Let's say you're a customer service rep. Your answer might be, well, as a customer service rep, the greatest accomplishment I ever had was learning how to deal with difficult customers. I remember a time when I got a call from a really angry customer. We had double charged her and she was irate. She was swearing at me and yelling at me at the phone. She was completely out of control and I didn't know what to do. But I realized that if I stepped back for a second and didn't take it personally what she was saying and knowing that it wasn't directed at me, I could recognize how she was feeling. I could put myself in her shoes. And so I was able to do that. And in doing so, I was able to calmly address her needs, figure out what was going on, get her a credit, really exceed her expectations. When it was all said and done at the end, she was totally calmed down. She was apologetic for her behavior, for swearing at me. And most importantly, she was grateful. And she even gave me a 4-star review afterwards. That really taught me the power of patience and empathy when I'm talking to customers. And now going forward, every time I get a difficult customer, I'm able to immediately go into that empathy mode so that I can give them a great customer service experience. Do you see how we followed the Experience, Learn, and Grow model there? By taking the time to map out your answers to questions like this, you can really make sure that you're covering your bases and helping that hiring manager understand just how effective you can be in the job. Now, there are lots of behavioral questions that you can get asked in an interview. In fact, at Work It Daily, we have a list of 21 of them that we take our clients through. But to give you an idea of some other ones that you might come across, here are 3 that you should be prepared to answer. So the first one might be, tell me about a difficult situation and how you overcame it. A second one might be, what would your coworkers say about you if we asked them? And a third might be, tell me about a time when you got a difficult and unrealistic request from somebody, but they were really enthusiastic about it. What did you do? Those are just a few examples of the types of behavioral questions you can get asked that really require more than a one-word answer. And most importantly, to follow that experience, learn, and grow structure so that you can deliver the right answer at the right time. Now, for some of you might be watching this and saying, gee, JT, I just wish I could get the interviews. And if that's the case, I just want to tell you about a resource that we have that really can help you in your job search process. In fact, if you check in the description link below here or maybe up above, I've linked to this free resource that we've built that's really going to show you all the places that you may be holding yourself back in the job search process that's not getting you those interviews that you want and you deserve. So it's totally free. I hope you'll check it out. It really can help you get a better perspective on what job search looks like today and help you remove the roadblocks and the mistakes that you're probably making and you don't even know it. So did you enjoy today's video? Do you have questions, comments, concerns, feedback? Well, I want to hear from you. So please make sure that you share them in the comment section below, okay? And also, if you didn't already, remember to hit the subscribe button and that little bell. That way we can keep sending you great new content so that you can take your career to the next level. All right, I will see you in the next video. And until then, always remember this: if you want to win, you've got to work it daily.